Hello guys and welcome to my YouTube channel again. My name is Amit and today's topic is Philip Morris International. I know some of you might have your own ethics, opinion and so on. So do I, and I'm looking at this purely as an investment vehicle, nothing more, right? And everybody have their own opinion, so keep it to yourself, right? In terms of this is an sin type of stock, therefore people either have very strong opinion, very narrow opinion, or in the middle. For as my own personal views, I will not be sharing, but here's what I do want to share is that I am an investor and I'm looking to maximize my capital, right? And I am trying my best to basically not use companies to kind of be going up, but you have to kind of support because these are necessary evils, I feel like, because they are the companies who kind of been in a business for the longest, and I do feel like because people have choice to quit, right, not to smoke, and people do that on purposely, right? You always have choice, and therefore people continue to do it. So I don't want to get into, but I do want to get in this stock itself. So I was on their website. Well, I wasn't there exactly on their website. I was on my 401k website, and I found one of the stock that I owned is Tiro Price Equity Income Fund. In my Tiro account, I have my 401k with them, the new company that I just started with. I was looking at the holdings. I was like, okay, Wells Fargo, I am familiar with Southern Electric, okay, Qualcomm, okay, Johnson Johnson, Total SA ADR, I'm not familiar with this. JP Morgan, I'm familiar with this. Chevy, I'm not. General Electric, I am. And Kimberly, I am not. But what really struck my kind of eyes out there was the Philip Morris International, and I have never honestly looked into their website and what's going on in this world. So I was like, okay, fine, let me research. So I went on their website, and this is what I basically want to talk about today and what I have discovered. One thing very surprising to me that they are actually trying to go basically smoke-free future. What means they are moving towards basically vaping. Now, vaping was actually before the coronavirus hit, and about 2-3 months before that, actually, people were really doctors were really concerned because all these kids were smoking, vaping. I'm sorry, very highly, too much, and then they would end up almost like a seizure state or vegetation state in ER. It's really dangerous. But they as a company are investing they have actually invested over $7 billion, and they have about 400 dedicated scientists, technicians, and so on people to kind of go ahead and develop this product. So it's kind of very interesting to see successful company like Philip Morris are actually wanting to go away from this combustion, right, type of cigarette to go towards e-cigarette. I maybe they can figure out this problem that we are facing, right, that people don't get addicted, and and they can figure out much safer. Hopefully that's what they're doing, and that's what I think they're claiming here. So if you look at it on their website, delivering smoke-free future, so I clicked on that article, and this is what they have a little 2-minute video, but this is what they say. We understand millions men and women who smoke cigarette. They are looking for less harmful yet satisfying alternative to smoking, right? We will give them that choice. So I as an investor, an indirect investor, right, I actually like this honestly, because I know people who smoke, and if they have alternative choices, I feel like future might give them, but I don't know if that's more dangerous, less dangerous, right? I am hoping that those scientists and the government will work together to kind of find that out together. Okay, we have committed to our employee, our shareholder will fulfill the commitment by pursuing these terms of success. Okay, society expects us to act with responsibility, and that is what I expect, right? I am a part of society and doing just that. That's what they're saying. Smoke-free future. I hope that what they're replacing is actually safer, and only the future will going to tell. Okay, and they're just saying all of that other information basically regarding this. But let's get in other stuff. They talk about their nicotine and they talk about their market standard. This is very big company, honestly. They went in IPO'd in 2008. Since then, they've been growing their dividend growth. They're international, over 180 countries. They have a pretty big international presence. Majority of their sales, actually, believe it or not, it doesn't happen in United States. It happens overseas, so it's international. They're right now trading for $80.62. If we were to click on investor relations, we can see they're $80 right now, high lows, and it's pretty kind of straightforward. You can download their investor kit to look at their report, fact sheet, and so on. So let's look at one of the, maybe this one. What is this? This is first time I'm looking at too. They actually have an app, right? You can download their app. It will show you all of their information, their stock, their press releases, anything that investor related stuff. And they're showing that supporting our employees and committing to COVID pandemic information, and strong liquidity, balance sheet, cost management, right? Any company, this is very important. Strong liquidity, balance sheet, and cost management, literally. And anything else that stands out? Net revenue, right? Really hasn't changed much. It's 0.5%. Combustion tobacco pricing 5.4%. I'm not sure if this is up. Strong currency neutral performance, so I guess it's up. Adjust dilution, net revenue actual, right? 9.4, better than expected. Okay, so this is, I guess, it gone up, but since this is in bracket, anytime it's in bracket, that means things are negative. Okay, keep going down. Total shipment volume. This doesn't, okay, it doesn't tell me much. Okay, this is interesting. Here's the PMI total volume, cigarette, and H2U. Going down, down. Okay, I don't think there's any information that is useful that I can show here. But this is their CEO, Nicholas Rowley. He said we build the world's most successful cigarette company. I mean, they have the brands that most people recognize, like Marlboro. That's the only one I know, honestly. But now we are building future on smoke-free products, right? This is right here why I am choosing to invest with them, because honestly, I think a smoke-free product would be way better alternative than the actual cigarette itself. But that only future will tell, and that's something that I might have to live with. There are much better choices than smoking. Okay, so here's their weighted average all finance cost of total debt is 2.5. Right, they are a company who borrows money, and they're saying that for them to borrow money, it costs them 2.5. The reason a company borrows money to set up factories, to do R&D and so on, to expand on newer products. weighted average time to maturity, total long term, so about 9.6 years. So about, I would say, that's their debt. And here's what kind of very interesting: 8.9 dividend compound annual growth rate since the company became public in 2008. Very interesting, right? This is almost like just put your money in there and you're getting almost close to 9% return without having to do almost anything. It's kind of crazy, honestly. Global market profile, they have this IQS store. We are engaged in manufacture, sale of cigarettes, smoke-free product, associated electronic device, accessories, and other nicotine product in 180 markets outside United States of America, right? Here's the unparalleled portfolio brand, right? Brand cigarette, our leading brand. Let's look at their leading brands: Marlboro, LM, Chesterfield, Philip Morris, Bond, Parliament, Local Heritage. IQS is the new control heating device, right? That vape thing that I'm talking about here, e-cigarette. Kind of interesting. And then world class operation. I have never seen, I guess, a factory kind of how cigarettes made, so I'm kind of bit of passionate by it. Leading edge research. Here are their teams. What else? Stocks and bonds. Let's look at here. Annual dividend, right? They are showing that, hey, they started with in 2008, $1.84. Okay, they have slowly but gradually keep going up to $4.68 annually. Right, this is an annual. That's growth of 154%. Now, I don't know about you, but I have a problem with this type of growth, this big of a growth, right? Can they sustain it, right? The company has to keep making money. I mean, I know they're big, but there has to come to a point where they will hit basically a point they can't grow anymore, and they're paying more money out to its investor, and that's when things start to get shaky, right? Especially if you are borrowing money to do your research and then so on. So, dividend every year, 2008, 154. And here are record date. What record dates are basically, if you hold the stock one day before, and you get counted as you will get the dividend basically on that date. So you could technically buy and sell in between. So like on this date, on March 22, 2020, you could have bought it, and not bought it on, yeah, you could have, because it was settled on that day, and then get that dividend and then go ahead and set it back and then buy it again. So you could do that, but I wouldn't recommend. That's too much headache. Okay. They also have a bond information that institution can buy in, right? Euros, USD, and CHF. I think that's Chinese, but what is this? Currency. Okay, this is Swiss francs. Okay, interesting. So yeah, they're supporting 3 more. Oh, okay, never mind. They're supporting all kinds of stuff. There was a FAQs right here. I thought very interesting, this part right here. PMI corporate headquarters, right? I live in Virginia, so I was kind of very surprised to know. I seen their kind of symbol going towards Richmond, Virginia, so, but I didn't know that was their headquarters. So that's something new I learned. They have a corporate headquarters, which is 120 Park Avenue, New York, and operates center Lausanne, Switzerland, PMI-based entity incorporated in Virginia. So we have something cool. Well, not really cool, killing people, but yes. Okay, list of company PMI is considered here can be found on right. You can look into it. Okay, there was a one more thing. This right here, 80/20. An entity 80/20 company is U.S. company. 80% of whose gross income for a specific period is generated from active businesses outside United States, because nearly all of its income is earned in active business outside United States. PMI has determined that it qualifies 80/20 company for U.S. tax purpose. What this means that 80% of its business actually United States. So you know, you'd be surprised how many people outside United States are actually smoking. Does PMI qualify 80/20? Dividend filing, current news. That's kind of what I actually saw, but if you were to go back, I mean, the only thing they are mainly focused on right now is their e-cigarette that they kind of put together, reporting on sustainability. You know, them as a company, they are trying to basically move away from this, but I don't think they can do that anytime soon. That's simply because too many people like cigarette. So for them to switch, because I know a person who personally tried doing that and he didn't like it as much. So you know, I think it's probably the newer generation who are more likely to do this than the new ones, but still they have a choice. And they say why cigarette sales are declining in Japan, and they showing their research. And yeah, pretty straightforward. I think this company will do really good, and if you own it, it's part of my 401k. So I guess I have no choice, but 2% of my investment is in this company, and I don't mind, simply because they're at least if it wasn't them, somebody else would do it, and if companies involved in, at least if they can figure out alternative choices, I believe that it would be better, and if it's safer, that's what I'm hoping as an investor. Thank you very much.